Hi folks, welcome to another video. I'm in the Lavvu, as you can see, as you've just seen me put up. That explains why I had to bring the stick with me. This is 2.0. It's been modified once again, and in a second I'll talk about that. I'll take you around and we'll have a look round. The reason I left it so late to come today is because the sea is just coming in. Therefore, there's not going to be no one on the beach. So, bit of planning that was on my behalf. On this video, we're going to be taking a look at a new stove that Bushcraft Essentials have very kindly sent me. I've gone into partnership with them once again over this stove, just because I get stoves from them and items to test out, to try to do reviews on and get their products out there on the internet, which they're doing a grand job of that themselves. They don't need me to do that, but I'm kind of helping out a little bit by doing these videos. Just because they give me stuff to try doesn't mean to say that I'm not going to give my honest opinion of it. And in fact, on the video I did earlier this year, when they sent me the Bushcraft Essentials original pocket stove, I did contact them via email and said that they could give a little bit more tolerance on the slots when it all slots together, because I found that it was quite stiff. Even I thought after a couple of times of it heating up, cooling down, it would resolve itself, but I found them just a little bit stiff, so I've relayed that information back to them. So thank you very much to you guys at Bushcraft Essentials. I'm not going to say any names, but you all know who you are, and to your team as well that work there over in Germany. Also on this video, beginning to waffle already, aren't I? Also on this video, I'm going to show you how I transport my hurricane lamp full of fuel. See, I've seen a lot of people carrying them on the outside of the rucksacks or in the hands as they're hiking into the campsite, or and away from the campsite. I've seen a lot of people do that, and so I went on YouTube to see if there was any videos about how to transport or carry a hurricane lamp, and believe it or not, there's no videos that I could find. So I've come up with a little bit of a hack that allows you to carry your hurricane lamp full of fuel, but we'll get into that in a bit. So for now, I'm going to cut and take you for a tour round the Lavvu. Okay, so it's pretty windy, guys. I do apologise for all the blustering. Give you a quick tour of it. As you can see, the windows have stayed in it. Put guidelines on it. This is the direction of the wind. Could do with straightening up on this side a little bit, but I'm not too concerned about that. That's what my rucksack is. The buttons are back on the doors, so I'm going to take you back into the Lavvu and tell you a little bit more about the old one. Right, so I don't know if you heard any of what I was saying then. It is pretty windy out there. It wasn't forecast for wind, it said a gentle breeze, but this isn't a gentle breeze that I'm in. So yeah, the windows are in it. I'll just slide in a video now of what it used to look like. Right, so that's what the Lavvu used to look like. I'll put a link up here so that you can see a video of when I used to have an Outbacker log burner in here. I had a silicon stove flashing kit on the Lavvu. Like I say, it had, like you've seen, it had side walls, only about that much from, so I bought, in theory, I bought 2 Lavvus to get this depth, the skirt that was around it. Sewn in ground sheet, used to have a zip on the door. That's now gone, we're back to buttons. And I'm quite lucky that I kept them actually. Yeah, so this is version 2.0. I'm undecided whether to have a ground sheet in here again. Maybe I will. Leave some comments, guys. What do you think? Do you think I should put a ground sheet back in here, or do you think I should leave it as it is in a more traditional kind of thing? Obviously you've seen that I've put guide ropes on it as well. Helps just to give it that little bit extra room instead of it sagging like this. just pulls them sides out a little bit, and I can take them off and put them on at will. So I've concentrated on the back end because that's where the wind's coming from, so all that's kind of pegged out. I need to sort that corner out over there. But yeah, the windows, I put the windows in. It still needs a few bits here and there titivating, but I put the windows in with the idea or the concept in mind that if you arrive at your camp, let's say in winter time and it's raining, you want to be in your shelter, but you want to get the last little bit of daylight you can, because these Lavvus are inherently pretty dark. So you know, it's just going to burn through your batteries for your torches and what have you, or whatever light source you've got. So that was my idea behind that. Now I've noticed that the glue, I've just put some hot melt glue around the windows to seal where the thread's gone through. These windows are just made out of a bit of clear visqueen. It's not even clear, you can't even see out, but it lets the light in. I've noticed some of the glue's coming off, so I might need to just address that problem. I'm not sure if it's waterproof still, because it's been in storage that long in the shed. I'm not sure if it's still waterproof, so I may need to give it another fab seal. I've done a video in the past on that as well. So yeah, so I'm going to stop waffling. It is going very dusk now. I think it's about, what, maybe 4:30. The tide should be right up to the rocks in a minute. I'm going to check that out and I'll bring you back in a bit. Right, so I've just rigged up the lights I actually used on the Christmas wild camp. These are just a lighting strip from Poundland, LEDs. They are self-adhesive, but I'm hoping that the adhesive will wear off in time. And then down there I've just got my RAV power bank. Goes for quite a few hours, probably 4 or 5 hours. And then I've just got them wrapped round the centre pole of the Lavvu up to a carabiner just up here, which I used to hang my storm lamp off, but I found that it was getting too hot for that area of the tent, so that's what I'm using it for now. At the top here, I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up, but I've just put a keyring style loop on it with a bit of duct tape. So this is the Bushcraft Essentials Bushbox LF Titanium version that they've sent me. When you buy it, it will come in this pouch, which is quite a nice pouch. I think it's nylon, but it's really nicely embroidered on the front of it. So in the pouch you obviously get the stove and you get 2 trivets. Right, so let's get rid of the pouch. Coincidentally, it does come with a belt loop on the back, which is sewn, it's not Velcro. So a belt loop there and a D-ring, so you can put it on your belt if you wanted to. Right, so the stove itself, if you buy aftermarket, you can get one of these grilling grates for, I think they're about £6. I think it's stainless steel it's made out of, but I'm not sure, so don't quote me on that one. It feels like stainless steel, it's quite robust. And the reason I bring this into the equation is, you'll see in a minute. So to put the stove up, basically you just open it up, flick the plate down, and that automatically locks into these 2 recesses here. So you can just see there that it will operate like that. And then next of all, you have the aeration for whatever you're burning. So that just drops in like that. You've got the logo on the back, you've got the logo on the front. Now you have some trivets, so these trivets can be used in 2 configurations. We can put them on the top in the raised position, or we can use a deeper position which makes it flush like that. There's quite a few different configurations you can have these in. You can bring let's see, where's my pot? So my pot's about that size, yeah? We could bring them in closer and use these two here, or we could use them two there. The grate, or the grill plate that I'm talking about, if you buy that as well, this actually slots in. It's got two things here, two little holes here that it slots into, and it's been that well designed that in the back there's also slots for this, so that just goes in like that. Then you can set your Trangia burner in there. If you've got a Trangia style burner or an Esbit burner, you could put your burner in there, use the trivets, ba-bang, two trivets on top, and you're away. So we'll just lift that up, and it just folds in on itself. Just like that, goes into the pouch. Dimension wise, it's 14 centimetres high by 10 by 10. Nice size. Right, so this is the aftermarket grill plate. You've obviously seen it in there, so you can use your Trangia burner and your Esbit style alcohol burners. It also acts as a grill. So if you just put that on there, if you feed solid fuel through here, then you can grill sort of a chicken breast on there, or you know, a small fish on the flame that's coming from your natural materials. I'm going to quickly put a screenshot of what you can and can't do with this stove. Obviously, if you're using alcohol burners or kind of hexamine blocks or anything that's petroleum based, let's say, then I wouldn't cook my fish using that heat source, only natural materials, just like a barbecue, I suppose. So yeah, so that's the grill plate. Oh, it's pretty cold out there, guys, so I'm pretty windy as well, so I ain't going to be cooking out there tonight. I'm going to do it in the Lavvu door. Right guys, so what I've decided to do is, because I know it's sand here but the grass is quite dry, so what I've decided to do is just lift it up and place it on a flan dish, an aluminium one. So these are just like Tesco burgers that I'm having tonight. Maybe a little bit of bacon in there as well. Oh, here we go. So you've got, I should have put the bacon on a bit later, to be honest with you, but oh, there's plenty of fuel in there. Oh, it smells beautiful. Like I say, I'm going to try and keep the fire going. And this is pretty much in the doorway of the Lavvu. I've got one side, one door open, the other one's closed. I'm able to do all this in the Lavvu. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. Look at that, you can't even cram it down. All the bread's falling apart and everything. Oh yeah. say. Right, so here's the hurricane lantern in this dry bag, just a standard carry more dry bag. That is only if the glass shatters against something in my bag. If I was to fall over, blah blah blah, it contains all glass. That's the only reason it's there. So let's open it up and get the hurricane lantern out. So there's the lantern. It's full of fuel. So how have I managed to achieve this? So first of all, here's the bit that you use to wind your wick up and down. So that's attached to the top of it. So we don't need that bit at the moment. If we take a closer look inside here, if you see there, I've got a piece of cork. That's all I've done. So the filling cap remains the same, and then we've got a bit of cork here I can pull out. Now this is a wine cork, and it has had a wine screw right through the middle down to the bottom. So I'll be replacing this with one that's been half screwed in and then try and extract the cork out the wine bottle. This is a Rioja wine bottle. As you can see, it's got fuel all over it. So this is a wick that's made out of some toweling. So there's my wick. I've had fuel in it all day. Feed the wick through. Into there. There's the wick coming through. So what I'm going to do now is just place the wick in there. So we're just going to put that back on there. Obviously you can see the wick going up and down. Let's put the globe back on. Can be a bit fiddly, these. Right, there's the globe back on. And then we'll just give it a few minutes just to soak through. Alright, so all I'm going to do is light it in a normal way. And I shouldn't need any more electric power. If I turn the lamp off now with the camera, toasty and warm. And this is a view without the artificial light. It's mainly food and stuff down there, but yeah, it's nice. In fact, it's better than nice, it's cosy. So as always, I've got some tomato sauce somewhere. Tomato sauce. It's not oily this, it's more butter than oil. Bit of Tommy sauce. Bit of salt and pepper. That's probably far too much. I'll get rid of that. And I'm just going to tuck in, this is my supper, so I'm just going to tuck in to this lot now. Right, good morning everybody. This morning I'm going to skip breakfast, but I want to have a brew. So I'm just going to try a hexamine block in the stove, because I think these give out enough heat. So it's just a little bit of a test to see if I can make a brew. So get that going and stick it in there. So I think that might just be enough depth with one with one hexamine block to get it to boil the water. Right, so yeah, it's certainly done the trick. It's boiled the water. I'm going to have to be quick, guys, because I'm running out of memory card. Right, so just get rid of this now. Into the rubbish. Close the stove down. It's as easy as that, guys.